Ha! Audio was messed up again. Thought I cut that early. Welcome back to Tetris 99, everybody. Today I'm going to be playing Tetris 99 while talking about things. Wild concept, I know, as I previously just explained while the microphone was off. In just a second. So we had Alex, and we had GG Plays, we had Start Game and Lex on the pre-screen. Alright, so what do I want to start cooking with? We had... Fire, can you say hamburger? No. So, today we had a Nintendo... We had a Nintendo Direct and not a Nintendo Presents. We had a Nintendo Direct, and yesterday we had a Pokémon Presents announced, which are both very exciting, and the Nintendo Direct was very exciting. I thought there was a lot of cool stuff in there. I also have a list of everything that was in there. But the big thing for me that came out of the Presents was that they're doing an Epic Mickey remaster, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that. We're totally gonna play that on the channel later this year, whenever that comes out. I'm 100% committed to playing that whenever it comes out. Am I dead? Probably not, right? Oh, I'm kind of dead. Like, I can do this, I can do this, and then this, and this, and that. I'm just gonna open the hole. First question, what did they say? What do you mean? I'm a little lost in the sauce. What was the first question? You mean at the Nintendo Direct? They said that games were coming out. And really interesting ones, too. What else got talked about? There was... Xbox said a while ago that some of their exclusives were being moved to not be exclusives, and we saw that. They moved Grounded onto the Switch, which is not a game that's really my type of game. It's like one of those raft games where you just kind of fool around with people for a while. It's not really my favorite thing, but I get why people like it. Oh, I might have just ended myself. Hold on. How do I get out of this? Something like that. I don't know. I think I'm dead. Why did I do that? I didn't need to swap for that piece. Ooh, that's good. It's bad. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on just a second longer. Hold on. We have a hole open, but I don't have any way to exploit that. There we go. I will answer chat in just a second. It's just I am in threat of being dead here. Yeah, I think I'm just dead now. There's no way for me to get out of this. Have to do that, have to do this, have to do this. I'm not warm yet, which is the problem. Problem is that I'm also not very good. There we go. Now I'm dead. No. Ah, Tetris is a tough game. Yeah, especially if you're not warm. 38th isn't like a terrible start though. Yes, best game ever. So hyped for its release. If we were still talking about Epic Mickey, I'm so excited for Epic Mickey. Sorry, I know this was like a long time ago, but I just caught up from resetting. Any Pokemon games? No, they don't do Pokemon games in normal directs because we have the Pokemon Presents, which is going to be on Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, which I will also be live during that time to directly react to Presents. Wait, is that Pokemon Tetris? It is a Pokemon skin for Tetris 99. I wish that they would make a Scarlet and Violet one, but there's currently only the Sword and Shield one. They have like a bunch of different Nintendo skins on here. But now if you want to ask questions, now's a really good time to do it, because it doesn't require as much brain power for me to be right here. Let me target attackers. I didn't do that last time. Targeting attackers probably would have given me a bit more space. Last time on... I'm gonna put this here because I don't have any other pieces coming up. Go away. Yeah, Epic Mickey, I love that name. I thought they would never come back, but they're doing it. Yeah, it's especially surprising because Epic Mickey was supposed to be like a 3-peat series, but we only got 2. That's because the power of 2 is not that great in my opinion. But it's really nice to see a remaster of the original. Just to kind of have something to go back to, because... I just killed myself. I just unkilled myself. I just killed myself again. I don't think there's any way out of this one, Chief. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Oh, this needs to go over here. I actually just killed myself. But yeah, that was like one of my major childhood games, and my first approach to like a real game, I would say, was like Epic Mickey. Because I never experienced a story with like a looping story before. So whenever I beat the game and the game just started over, I was like, oh, I could do all these different things now and have different choices. And instead, well, the choices are kind of minimal. Like, some of them are important and some of them are not. But you can, like... In Epic Mickey, there's 2 ways to, like, defeat every boss. So what you could do is play through the game one way, any way you want, and then try to beat the bosses the opposite way. So I played through the game 4 times. And on my 5th time, I finally figured out how to beat the Clockwork boss. I don't exactly remember what his name is, but I finally figured out how to beat the Clockwork boss by painting him. It was just that you had to be really quick. It was so much easier to beat him with the thinner version. But right after I figured out how to beat him with the paint version, I just dropped the game at that point. But I really want to go back and see what it's like now that I'm older and I have more game experience. Because I watched Gerard the Completionist video on Epic Mickey, and he said the game was pretty mid, was his review of it. And then he got called out for charity fraud, so that's fun. But yeah, now that I'm older and I have more games under my belt, I should put something in here. I really want to see how Epic Mickey holds up, but also with like new art and stuff. Like if the gameplay is still fun, because I think it will be. I think I will enjoy the gameplay a lot. There's fundamentally nothing wrong with Epic Mickey gameplay. Go away. Attackers. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Okay. I did the same thing with Small World Clock Tower as well. I played it when I was younger. I didn't understand how to play the games. That's what I'm saying. It just feels like such an untapped moment to go back and... Because, like, I could pull out the Wii, and I could play on the Wii. But having the ability to go over, like, a remastered version of the game that, quote-unquote, fixes some of the old things... I don't know if it's... I think it looked... Like, I saw it and I thought it looked very graphically different before the trailer I'm gonna die. Before the trailer explicitly said that it was a... Can I? No, I can't. Before the trailer explicitly said that it was a remaster, because I thought it might just be a port at first, but it looked very colorful and strikingly different, which had me very excited. I still have my Wii, but my game disc is scratched a lot, yeah. It's nice that we get it on a newer console, because it's also very hard to ruin a cartridge compared to a CD disc. I've also been watching a lot of Undertale videos lately, and I feel like Epic Mickey, in a way, was like my first piece of Undertale. Like, there's a lot of very similar elements between the two games. And it's so interesting that Disney, like, franchised that idea out. Looking back on it, and you get to see like all the artwork and concept work of Epic Mickey, and it's like they were cooking. They knew what they were doing. They needed to put a little bit more into the second game. Am I doing this right? No. Now I am. I feel like the game just has it out for me today. Like, I know I'm not... I don't have my head in it yet. I feel like I'm just getting unfavorable lobbies. Also, whenever I played Epic Mickey, that was like before the time where I really got good at like using guides to figure out everything that was in the game. So everything that I discovered was like purely natural. And I haven't had that kind of feeling for a game in a while. So I'm excited to go back and play it with no guides and see what I can figure out on my first run through. And then like get all... Well, I'm going to need something because I really don't want to do 3 runs of Epic Mickey as much as I like it, but I'm excited to do 2 run-throughs of the game. Even though they won't be like a pacifist or a genocide, it'll kind of be a mix of both, because I'm going to need both paint and thinner if they keep that mechanic the same. Which they should. It makes sense to do it that way. This goes here. Oh, finally kill. I don't have anywhere to put either of these. I'd love to see what the game would have been if they did go with the original style and morality system they had during the planning. Oh, how did the morality system differ during the planning? What was the original intention? Because I feel like they did what they did because it was... Like, Mickey is a very marketable character, so that was probably Disney stepping in. Because there's a lot of things that you can do in Epic Mickey to make yourself both a good and bad person. Ooh, almost just misinputted there. Can I risk this? Yes, I can. Put that there instead. Oh, why am I not... Oh, I thought it was on attackers this whole time. I'm gonna regret doing that, but I have to do that. Oh, there's a blue. Do I dare to look at chat? Oh, I think I do. Just a second. Caught a Bidoof? That was the only thing I saw that entire time that I looked away. But that's pretty epic. Epic Mickey, am I right? That's gonna kill me. I don't have a place to put that. I could save that. I don't have a place to put this. Or, well, this is gonna dig in my own grave at this point. Ah, there we go. All the changes we, of course, Disney stepping in to protect Mickey's character, but during the game, Mickey would look either normal or evil depending on the player's use of paint or thinner. Oh, his physical character would change? That's interesting. If you could get like a really sneer expression, that would be cool though. I'm back. Well, welcome back, GG Plays. I think I'm finally getting warm. I'm ready to go this time. Just gonna put that on attackers immediately. What place did I get last game? I haven't been paying attention to places. See, this is what I mean by the game just coming off the rails and trying to kill me immediately. Like, what even is this that I'm looking at right now? I can't do that. That'll indebted me. Place things in places. I don't have time to figure out where everything needs to go. I have to use this. Go there. Go here. Here. I probably would have been fine if I had gotten the purple over. God, shiny Bidoof. There's a strong Pokemon right there. Got a lot of unknowns. It's gonna be interesting if Unknown shows up in a future game. Because I feel like they're going to expand upon the lore of the Unknowns in future Legends Arceus games. Speaking of future Legends Arceus games, one of those might come up in the Pokémon Presents. Not specifically sure which one I'm going to pin down as being in the Presents, but I feel like it's pretty likely that if a Pokemon Legends is coming out this year, that it's gonna be Johto. I know I made a stupid move to start with, but can the game give me a little leeway here? a little time to build up my nice things. I just killed myself. I think this is just not my day. Yeah, that's just not my... He would have placed the purple piece on the left, and then I would have gone straight down the Tetris, and then I would have been fine. I think this is just not my day so far. But, if we do see a Legends game this year, it's gotta be Legends Johto. It's gotta be. Because it makes the most sense to me to bounce around the regions and not do them in order. And the only other game that it could be would be Gen 5, but it's not going to be Gen 5, because Gen 5 is going to be what comes after the Gen 10, because that's like the schedule of things. I think they gave us a little bit of a sampler when we were in the DLC of how Unova was doing, but I don't think we should read into that a lot. We also went to Kitakami, and Kitakami is at least somewhat close to Kanto and Johto. Don't you agree they should have made Unknown before there were letters? I mean, yeah, I think it's heavily implied that the Unknown came before the English writing system. I think that's even talked about in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Because canonically they all write in Japanese in Pokemon Legends Arceus, but it's mentioned in one of Laventon's thingamabobs or whatever that the Unknown look like English characters. Or maybe I'll just be a paradox for forever, but personally I think it's pretty likely that the Unknown came before the normal alphabet in the Pokemon universe. I also think the Unknown directly correlate with Arceus and work as his 1,000 hands or something like that. Or are like the all-seeing eyes of another demigod or something on the level of Arceus. This is weird. This is really weird and bad. I'm about to die. No, I can't do that. Wait, no! Oh, I realized that I had the hole open. Way too late. I'm too slow today to do anything important. I'm just dead again. This was not the piece that I thought was there. Can't wait to see the S unknown. Sort of different like that with a different character. A special character unknown would be interesting. If anything, I think they would do like the Alpha and the Omega unknowns. Maybe to tie in with Hoenn for some reason. Like an Alpha and Omega and a Delta unknown. Wait, that's just the S unknown, isn't it? Yeah, the S unknown looks just like that. There was also talk of we could have a Let's Go Johto game come out this year. I think that's pretty unlikely just because like the Let's Go games were kind of designed to revolve around Pokemon Go. And like I would like Pokemon Go to get another mythical attributed to it. And if it cost another Let's Go game, then sure. For that to happen, but in the meantime, like they haven't hinted anything about that sort of stuff. Like everything's pretty straightforward in Pokemon Go right now, as we're about to have the Sinnoh Tour, which is going to be Origin Form Dialga and Palkia, and then later this year we'll probably be getting Arceus raids. In the same way that we got Mega Rayquaza raids, and then that will complete all of Gen 4. So if a game for Let's Go was to come out later this year, it would be directly clashing with Arceus coming to the game. And I really don't see them doing that. Like, there would have to be its own season for them to have their own Let's Go game. And maybe Arceus doesn't come to the game later this year, but I think it's extremely likely, because they gotta do it sometime. And it makes the most sense to do it for the next big event of the year for GoFest. Or Black and White remakes. That's the one I lean the least towards. I think they're going to definitely do that after Gen 10. I mean, they could very well break the cycle. That's always a possibility. But I think it's more likely that we get a Let's Go or a Legends game. Instead of flat out Black and White. Shining Black and White. And oh, that auto-plays. Don't... The green one just auto-placed! Or Alpha X or whatever letter this is. Yeah, I think Black and White remakes are the least likely. Just because they would save them for Gen 10. And then they can revolve around whatever mechanic is in Gen 10, maybe. Or they're just faithful remakes, which nobody really wants. The faithful remakes of BDSP, like, just barely outsold Legends Arceus. And Legends Arceus was a solo game. There wasn't two games that Legends Arceus unfairly had to compete with. Can't do any of the big raids because I don't got any big, strong Pokemon to use in Go raids. Yeah, Legendary raiding is kind of a snowball. Because you get you get like 3 legendaries, and then you're just good to be like that 1 in 5. Because 5 people at this point in a Go raid is like super safe to beat it. But once you have like 3 legendary flying types, you can beat any of the grass types. And so it just kind of snowballs on top of itself. Where you just acquire legendaries of every type. And then it's more about getting, like, perfect versions of those legendaries instead. Stupid red piece. I had to get rid of this piece somehow, so I'm gonna do it by brute force. So many stupid red pieces! Just all of you go over there so I don't have to think about you for a while. No, I meant to rotate that piece. That's bad. I also... What? I think my controller just wasn't really... It's the controller's fault. The sun was in my eyes. What do I do? There, there, and here, and here, and there. That's a bit better. Chill. Why is there another round of things? Alright, I've just cleared these current ones that... Alright, at least they all went to one side. So I can do this. Why? Why is this happening to specifically me? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Give me all these yellows. I don't have anywhere to put the yellows. Well, now I do, but it doesn't count. It's only because I made space for them that I have places to put them. How have I not gotten a kill yet? There's one. Okay, at least it's been putting all the rows on the same side. I have to do this for now. What was I supposed to do there? What was I... It drove the entire screen up in 3 moves. That only got me 31st place. I think all future new Pokemon games will have DLC to an extent. Like... Legends Arceus did not. Legend Arceus did not have paid DLC. It did have downloadable DLC that we got like a few months later. in, what was it called? The Daybreak update? Because we got Massive Mass Outbreaks, we got the solo battles, we got the Arceus Battle Riviera, whatever it's called. I think all mainline games, like Gen 10 will 100% have DLC. BDSP didn't have DLC, but that was a faithful remake. It just had, like, the normal get an item for an event things. So going forward, I don't think DLC will be attached to those. But if you ever did, like, an ORAS type remake, that would definitely get DLC. Paid DLC. So I think it'll vary, but I don't think it's a terrible thing. As long as the games are working. Better than Scarlet and Violet. Because if they just add more things like Gen 9 DLC did in a smaller area and the game doesn't work, then that's just bad. I'm still gonna buy it probably, but it's bad. I hate these bread pieces. I don't have anywhere to put them, and the game keeps giving them to me! I gotta get rid of that red piece in my... Well, now I just have green pieces in my inventory. There's nothing I can do. There's just too much stuff being thrown at me. I hope they do a Legends Gen 5. Eventually they will. I'm pretty convinced of that. I just don't think it'll be this year. Also, High Star Game. Welcome back. Profitable, more monies brings back attention when dropped, and people get to buy when the new mythical such legendaries are added. Yeah, exactly. It also keeps them from having to just remake an entire game. Like, there's nothing wrong with going from Diamond Pearl to Platinum, in my opinion, because Platinum changes a lot of things. But I'd rather pay for a DLC than have to buy Sun to Ultra Sun, because they're pretty much the same. It's just Ultra Sun had like $20 worth of DLC, maybe, maximum. But at this point, it seems pretty unlikely that they're going to do like a same gen remake ever again. Like, there's never going to be a... We're definitely 100% not getting Scarlet and Violet plus Ultra, or whatever it would be called. There ain't no shot. I'll get a tattoo before this is Scarlet and Violet 2 being announced at the next Pokémon Presents. Am I just bad today? Like, I feel like I have not had a single breather. Why? What is happening? That is terrible. Is it this? The question mark? It's not a letter? Well, there's question mark and exclamation point unknown forms. Those already exist, but I've heard that the Pokemon Company have heard our feedback about Rush games when Scarlet Violet drop, but it's to be seen if they change or not. That is exactly correct. Because the thing is, more people get interested in Pokemon every time a Pokemon game drops between the last one. So sales profits go up every time. However, with the last game, they got a lot of bad publicity in the Pokemon department because of how there were so many articles being written about, oh, they're refunding games because they're so bad, which you technically can refund all Nintendo Switch games in that way, but sure. If you're not happy with the product, that's just part of what Nintendo does anyways, but specifically there was a lot of publications about people returning this year, or Scarlet and Violet, because they were not satisfied with it, which is totally understandable. It's in a really bad condition for something that Nintendo puts out. Where do I put this? I think I had to put that like that. I'm gonna be a little risky, and I'm gonna put that there. It wasn't risky, but I made it really risky. But because of Ultra Sun and Moon, does that mean they'll skip Gen 7 on the remake line? Probably not, because we got BDSP remakes and there was Platinum. But I think what they would do instead, because that's a pretty far way down the line, like Gen 14 is where they would have to think about remaking Sun and Moon. That's such a weird spot to think about. But that's so far down the line that by then the pattern will probably have changed. Because they'll be the first games. Because, like, a remake of Black and White with, like, new mechanics and things, and people wanting to revisit the region, that's warranted. We haven't been there in a while. X and Y, we never got Pokemon Z. That's an easy, quote-unquote, remake / remaster that they should do. But Pokemon Sun and Moon would have to really change some things. I don't know how. I don't know what you would do. There would 100% have to be some changes. Like, it would have to be like open world Alola. But I don't think that they would stop remaking games or remastering them. Because ain't nobody gonna buy a faithful remake Sun and Moon. We'd rather just pull out a 3DS and, well, I guess that's also true for Platinum, but like, it's a weird situation. I really cannot let this opportunity go. I have to let this opportunity go to waste. I have nowhere put anything that I want. Alright, just kill me. Oh, that was 38th place? That did not feel like that long. I want Kalos remake because it has Froakie. That's a good idea. I'd stand behind that. I feel like every mystery Pokemon is a Hisuian Voltorb. I feel like the mystery Pokemon is a Hisuian. What do you mean, the mystery Pokemon? On their short announcing the Pokemon Presents, they have Pokemon Gold as, like, their game tag. I don't know if that really means something, but it's there. Really? Let me go to Pokemon Presents. That would be very telling if they had, like, hashtag Pokemon Gold in the title. Is the Pokemon Presents live stream even up yet? Give me just a sec. I want... There's no, like... No, I don't see any future live streams set up yet. I don't know, you'll have to clarify what you mean by that, but... If there is, like, hashtag Pokemon Gold in there, it could just mean that they're adding, Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 to Virtual Console. I think that's very possible for the next Pokemon Presents, is that they start putting some Pokemon games on the Virtual Console in order to get the Switch Virtual Console its last kind of heave-ho before Switch 2 comes out. And then they completely, like, overhaul the Virtual Console. Alright, look at chat. Hi, Pineapple, how are you doing? I think you had a name change, because I feel like I remember your profile picture, but I don't remember the name Pineapple. You'll have to forgive me, if I should. Did your name happen to start with, like, a K before? K something? Go there. Go there. Go here. Bail me out there. Now I'm stuck. Less stuck. Oh, on their short announcing the Presents. Tell for a remake of Sun Moon Pokemon Eclipse? That'd be a good idea. I would definitely follow up with that. This is weird. I want to look at chat, so that way I can interact with chat. But I'm not in a very good spot to do that yet. Now I'm at, like, a pretty good spot to do that. Wait, I take that back. I'm about to get square. Okay, I take that back. Wait. Okay. Combined Sun and Moon, but, like, your logic about Platinum, we got BDSP doesn't make sense because Pokemon Emerald and Oraz. What did I say? We get... Yes, we got Oraz. But... What? I can't remember what specifically I said. But, like, we had... There's not gonna be... like, another same gen remake again. I think that's extremely unlikely. But the thing about Oraz is that it worked with the current mechanics that were being introduced with Mega Evolutions, which was supposed to future-proof Pokemon for a very long time. Is there more context? I can't remember. What is the thing that I was commenting about Platinum for? That was a while ago at this point. The point about bringing up Platinum was that it was a same gen remake that worked really well because it changed a lot about Gen 4 and felt like its own game. Ultra Sun and Moon doesn't really feel like its own game from Sun and Moon. It felt like a $20 DLC for Sun and Moon. And now that they can just make DLCs for games, it doesn't make sense for them to do an in-gen remake of the same game that just came out. I'm not in the best position to win this game, but I'm not in the worst position either. That's big. I don't think I've ever heard... now I've killed myself. Yeah, I just played bad. I knew what I had to do. I had to slide the Tetris down. But for some reason, my fingers didn't let me do that. So now I'm just gonna lose. I thought that would complete a line. Yeah, now I'm dead. I could have had it. There was the moment that I needed to slide that Tetris in, but I closed the hole stupidly. Oh well. Hi, Toy City. How you doing? Now I get to react to chat for everything. It's their short announcement. Okay, let me go to shorts on the official Pokemon channel. Did somebody say Pokemon Presents? What are in the description? It says, tune into our official YouTube channel at 6 a.m. PST on February 27th to view exciting Pokemon news in celebration of Pokemon Day 2024. It doesn't seem like there's anything about gold in here. Do they have like a comment? No, I don't see it. It's their game tag, like how your stream has Tetris 99. Oh. Where do I see that? Because it's not in the description. Captions. No captions are available for this video. I don't know, I'll look into it later, but maybe. I just found your live channel. Well, thanks for coming out, Toy City. I appreciate it. Oh, you're talking about Pokemon. I subbed to you, by the way. Well, I really appreciate that, Toy City. And I also appreciate that you like to stream. I just remembered I met you on an earlier Tetris 99 stream. I do a few of those. I like to think that they're somewhat entertaining because I just get to talk for long spiels about things. Well, it makes more pieces of my brain fire because I had to multitask. So I get out more things in a shorter period of time, except for whenever I specifically need to concentrate. It's kind of like patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time, but I'm speaking and moving Tetris things around. What were we talking about? But like your logic about Platinum, but we got BDSP, doesn't make sense because Pokemon Emerald and Ores. I'm not defending BDSP. Like, BDSP should have been higher class, but I think that they gave BDSP to another studio instead of making a game like Oraz because they were making Legends and they wanted to try something fresh and new with Legends, so they really didn't have the time to go through and make like Gigantamax Sinnoh or think about how that would work or how to incorporate that with the lore of Sinnoh. But whatever Gen 10 mechanic that they release, if it's as simple as terrestrialization, I definitely see them having the Gen 10 mechanic in Unova. Whatever it is. Because terrestrialization was very simple but effective, and a lot of more of their marketable things was actually in like Pokemon designs and the Paradox Pokemon. That was another big thing that allowed them to make the mechanic not the full reason to buy the game. Which was good. The mechanic for Gen 9 definitely played less of a role than it did in the 3 previous generations where a mechanic was introduced. Or like a main mechanic. Technically like hidden abilities and gems and stuff that was in Gen 5 are game mechanics, but they're not like flashy game mechanics like C-moves or Megas or Dynamax. I needed that to go somewhere else, but I'm stupid. What else is there to talk about? Pokemon Concierge, I don't think I really talked about that, is a great show on Netflix, and they already said that more episodes of Pokemon Concierge are going to be airing soon, or at least they're being worked on. So we're definitely going to see Pokemon Concierge with the Pokémon Presents. I think it's neat. I didn't go into it expecting much, but I thought it was a really nice short series. Except for the episode where they have the Magikarp that has to use the life preserver because it doesn't know how to swim. And I'm kind of like, man, if Magikarp is a fish, like, he needs to know how to swim. Like, I get the message that they're trying to send there with the whole, you know, don't push people when they're not ready to do things kind of shtick. But also, like, Magikarp, he's a fish. Like, if I wasn't walking when I was, like, 8 years old, you should probably push me to start walking. You know? It's a little weird. Nothing personal against the Magikarp, though. Just thought that one was a little funny. Of course, we're going to see Pokemon Sleep at the Pokemon Presents. We're going to see Pokemon Unite revealing like a character or something at the Pokemon Presents. We're going to see them announce... This is my deep pick. I think they're going to announce a movie that is not like a non-Ash Ketchum Pokemon movie at the Pokemon Presents. And then immediately after, the main mythical that is being featured in the movie, it's going to be a brand new mythical. That brand new mythical is going to be challengeable in Terra Raid battles as a Mightiest Mark Pokemon right after the Pokemon Presents are over in Scarlet and Violet. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my casting a wide net right there. I don't think it's guaranteed, but I think it's possible that they're going to have another Pokemon movie, and since they're not working with Ash Ketchum anymore in like the anime, it's going to be a non-Ash Ketchum Pokemon movie. And in order to promote the movie, there's going to be a mythical Pokemon that we haven't seen yet, the last one to be added to Scarlet and Violet, and that last one is going to be challengeable in Terra Raids as a Mightiest Mark Pokemon. Either when the movie is dropping, or right after the Pokemon Presents. Either one of those two. Okay, give me a second, I'm in a fairly safe place. Some weird annoying music in the background for some reason. I tested it and it's the stream. I might be getting double audio. Because I don't have any other applications open that would be causing that, and I also don't know where that would be coming from. I can check to see if any of my other random tabs are playing music, but I think it's probably going to be double audio. They needed to go somewhere else. I needed the block to go in that spot. Ah, well. Oh, that was 13th. That's not bad. Just gonna break through that line. It's the Pokemon presentation shirt. He hadn't closed... Oh, you're right, you're right. The short is still playing. I thought I paused it, but it's not paused. It's just not moving. That's weird. Anyways, that changed. About that Magikarp with the ring dex entry, its swimming muscles are weak, so it's easily washed away by currents. In places where water pools, you can see many Magikarp deposited there by the flow. The Emerald dex entry specifically. Yeah, but like, he's a fish, dog. He's gotta learn how to swim. All the other Magikarp in the pool are fine swimming. It evolves into Gyarados, though, during the episode, so that was clearly... I'm pretty sure the one with the floaty evolved into the Gyarados during that episode. Like Stunfisk, Sunfish who don't do anything but get blown by ocean currents. Hurry, the music is gone. Yeah, I fixed it. Also, the Shining Pearl dex entry is unable to swim even against slow-moving currents, so it splashes around for some reason. So what else could be at Pokemon Presents? I've already ruined myself. Why do I do this? There's no coming back from this right now. What am I not thinking of? I should be targeting normal attackers. Oh, there's also people who say we'll get the third DLC for Scarlet and Violet. And I was on the third DLC wave for a while, but I think that's pretty unlikely. I just ended myself. Like, there's just not enough stuff in the game to support a DLC. A third DLC. I think they would just make another game at this point. Oh yeah, there was all that belief that we were gonna go to Kalos in the DLC. And that never panned out into anything, except it obviously was like extremely hinted about. That Kalos is right next to Paldea. Like it tracks. But that pretty much has not come up ever. Other than just being a slight reference in the base game. Like, we visited 2 whole other regions before we visited the neighbors. And I feel like that says something. But why did that even happen? That is simply preposterous. Who would button input that? A buffoon? I don't have anywhere to put any of this. It's just gonna kill me. That was unfortunate. Do you know my profile picture Pokemon? I don't. It's called Meloetta. Is a green-haired Pokemon from Gen 5 that you can get in the Scarlet Violet DLC through a few tricky ways. I also like to note that there's 11 mentions of the word pathetic in all of its text entries. That is a fair approximation. Message deleted. Yep, I didn't see it, so I'll never know what it is. And that will haunt me for the rest of my days. Almost as bad as I am being at Tetris today. That. Ah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. I have to do this to open the hole, but then I don't have anywhere to go from here. Only this was an orange. Ah, that was not supposed to place in that rotation. That goes there. This goes here. This goes here. I need to get the hole open again. There we go. And in just a second, I will be perfectly fine again. He said he's GG's, but then deleted the message. Oh, well. I guess that answers that question. No, I thought that was the blue one. I screwed that up. And now I have nowhere to put any of these pieces, so I'm just gonna die. That was a misplace. I thought I had the 4-piece before I had the hook one. Correct, I am. Why the different account then for YouTube channel? Also different stuff from regular. I mean, whatever works, works. Hey, Fire. Yeah, Alex won. Whatever you need to ask or tell me. It's gonna need to be quickly before this next game starts and I get a really bad hand again. Or I work myself into a corner again. Oh, it looks like the King family has entered the chat. Talking about Toy City. Fire Farm Relax and start game. Although if they keep posting that many no's, I'm gonna have to do something about it. Okay, looks like it stopped. Oh, my real oddball pick for the Pokemon Presents is that they do another Pokemon Stadium game. Because, man, I really want a Pokemon Stadium game. Really badly with, like, updated mechanics. And it doesn't even have to be a one-time game. It can be like a live service game. Well, hold on, not live service game. It can be a game that is constantly updated to fit the games that are introduced over time. Kind of like how Pokemon Home is updated to fit all of the Pokemon. Just make a Pokemon Stadium game that is adjacent to Pokemon Home. In the sense that you can use like all the different mechanics and battle styles and Pokemon from different games. And just have different types of online battles and stuff. Like in Pokemon Stadium. And there are like some rental teams, or you can use rental teams for any of the games. Or maybe the most current games. Why, game? Why? Why are we doing this? At 72nd place? Okay, I'll stop. I have 0 subs. Well, have you posted any content? Do you like Alolan Persian? I do like Alolan Persian. I like both of the Persians. It's just that normal Persian is not very good because it needs something to make it better. Probably like Tidy Up or something. It's just a very basic normal type that doesn't really set itself apart. But Alolan Persian makes itself pretty good because it has Fur Coat. So I like Alolan Persian. It's just that usually it gets beat out very quickly by Pokemon that are much stronger than it. But Alolan Persian is a very nice Pokemon. Yes, I have. Well, what kind of content have you made, the King's family? Is it perhaps about your King family that you... Am I talking to, like, the father of the King's family? Or is this, like, one of the random members? Or, like, a grandfather, perhaps? IRL content, a member of the family? Okay. Have you tried making any YouTube shorts? Or is that the only thing that you're doing, is making YouTube shorts? He's gotta have a mix of both, at least in my experience. Because, man, those shorts, they do burn pretty good. They're quite a real flicker and then go out kind of video. But, like, a good short will do wonders for you. Okay, a kill early on is great. This might actually be a game where I could do something good. If I don't mess it up. You know what, just for fun, I think I'm gonna mess it up. Like, a lot. Let me hold on to this. Would you want to shiny hunt Slowpoke regular or Garchomp? I guess Slowpoke regular. I think I've already answered this question specifically before. It sounds very familiar, but I mean, at least if I have a Slowpoke regular form, I can turn it into like a better shiny. I'm dead. Okay, I'm less dead. I heard you stole a shiny deerling. I watched your short. That did happen. It's just a few days ago. I had some people in a union circle. It was, Butterfly 77 was there. Some other random people were in there. Alex 1 was probably there. Maybe not in the union circle specifically, though. Let me think. Who else among my common chatters could have been there that maybe I'm forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I can't remember who. I'm dead. I imagine the King family is GG Plays. I remember hearing GG Plays has a bunch of channels. Who is GG Plays? Oh, the King family. You just reminded me of someone that is constantly in my chats. Usually chatting right along. Oh, look, they are right now saying, no, I'm right here, but I gotta go. Bye, Fire. Well, thanks for coming back, GG Plays, for a little bit. GG Plays, have you met the King family? They're probably gone already. Sorry that we couldn't formally introduce you, the King family and GG Plays. I'm GG Plays. Oh, really? The King's family? That was a twist that I never saw coming. I'm already dead. Why do I keep doing this to my... I just don't have anywhere to go from here. Some way that I'm playing today that it's just not driving with me. I don't know why. Also, the game wants to kill me immediately every time. It's like, man, I just want to eat my lunch. No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't hard place that. I wanted to. That one was actually the controller's fault. Okay, this one is the game faults though. Why did it drag me up so far? I shouldn't have changed that out. That was a bad move. I'm dead now. I have to like place this here, and here, and then here. And then none of it matters, but... That was the game trying. I'm blaming that one on the game. Was there any other big announcements during the Nintendo Direct other than Epic Mickey? Yes. I touched a little bit about Grounded from Xbox, being a previous Xbox exclusive. It's kind of like the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids game, where all the kids get small. That's coming to Nintendo Switch, which is probably like one of the bigger ones. Endless Ocean is a franchise that people like. It's never really been my thing, though. I haven't seen that much about Endless Ocean. But it seems like a lot of people like it. I liked the scuba minigame in Go Vacation for the Wii, and I think that's similar. I don't think I would ever play that kind of game again, though. Like, I got it out of my system already. Shinigami Tensei 5 Vengeance was on there. That's Persona adjacent, kind of. So that's neat. Well, that little crab game that came out, Another Crab's Treasure. That one seemed really interesting. I don't know if I'll get it. I'll probably watch to see what other people think it's like, but... Just a cute little crab game. Where you fight guys. Seems like it got a lot of potential. I also think there was specifically like a noticeable lack of like gardening in town type games, because there were so many at the last of the Nintendo Switch Direct. I think they purposely tried to put a damper on them this time around. Super Monkey Ball is getting another game. I've never been into Super Monkey Ball franchise, but I like watching other people play Super Monkey Ball. So it's kind of neat. It's another franchise I don't really get the appeal of playing myself, though. It's not my type of game. That was supposed to be on attackers. Then it would have actually done something. Of course, now that I've broken all my lines, the game is here to kill me. Okay, why? I just had like 3 moves in order to clear up how much of the screen? Game is just being extra vicious today. I can't even right there. I have to do like this and this and then this. Sure, the alarm sound at this point must be annoying, but like... Oh wait, hold up. I might be out of this. Just a little bit, at least. Alright, not so bad. I have to do like this, and then this, and this. And then the hole is open, and the hole being open does great things for me. Well, shucks. We had a good run. I don't think there's any solution that I can use to fix that. Never mind, I came up with one anyways. Okay, much better position than I was in 5 minutes ago. I could probably even read chat right now if I wanted to. I had to click off the page that I was on in order to get back to chat, but didn't really do anything. Okay, a little bit more manageable. The hole is open. I have a blue piece coming up. This one just has to go here. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Wait, no, that is not the piece that I thought it was. I thought that was another long piece. Ah, screw it. There's nothing I can do right now. I just kind of threw the game away, but I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah, there we go. What do you mean, King Family? You're not me. Oh, looks like there's some accusations being thrown around. No, I know I have a lot of accounts, but not that one. Did he leave? Yes, I am. Goodbye. Alright, well. Looks like there's been a split. Were all the GG plays here? That would be quite the plot twist. That would not be one that I expected. What else came out in the Direct? Oh, Peggy's Big Breakaway released today. That's a game I've heard of and seems interesting. Oh, also Suika Game got a paid DLC today, which is definitely a big news because Suika Game was such a big game a while ago, and now it has like an official versus mode, and eventually it'll get online versus mode. Just really interesting to see. Maybe that'll bring back the Suika Game hype. All the way back from October. Other than that, there wasn't really anything else at the Presents, but I thought it was a really good, or not Presents, Direct, but I thought it was a really good Direct, mostly just because it had the epic Mickey remaster in it. I'm not sure why they're doing it, the remaster, but I'm glad to see that's happening. I'm somehow not dead. There's nothing that I can do with these pieces. There's nothing I could have done with those pieces. Hey Fire, I am you. I was Alex 1. That would be the most meta plot twist possible. Pay DLC, what does it add? More skins, I don't see what they could add. Pay DLC for Suika? For Suika, it's adding, like a there's been a lot of Suika ripoff games that have had, like, person-to-person PvP Suika, but now they're making it an actual, like, PvP Suika, where if you, like, get a certain number of... I don't know how it works exactly, but there's, like, 2 Suika tanks? Two Suika boxes on the same screen, and you compete against your friends. And then in the future, it'll have online multiplayer, so that you don't have to be in the same room with each other. So we'll see how that goes. How it works. What all it encompasses. But it's not just skins, it's like an actual upgrade to the game, which was previously just like $3 or something. I don't know, it's probably really cheap, but I don't know how much Suika Game costed. I don't have anywhere to put this, so it goes here. There, there, there. There bails me out actually a lot. Because now I get to do this. Okay, that feels pretty safe. Paid DLC for versus mode that doesn't sound good. No, I think it works. It makes sense because the game is originally already so cheap that any updates that they are making to the game should be something that you should have to pay for. Because the paid DLC will probably cost like $3 or like $5 at most. I really don't see it being that expensive. Like, it's not like we're talking about like Scarlet and Violet kind of DLC sort of level. Like, it's not going to be that complex, so it's not going to cost that much. But it'll just be like a little add-on. I had 2 lines coming up too. Ah, well. I mean, I'm just looking at the Pokemon right now. Well, which Pokemons? For the Tetris game? The Tetris skin overlay? It's just something I would spend the money... Do you mean you wouldn't spend the money to get? Because if so, that's fine. It's perfectly warranted to not want to pay for something that you don't want, but I'm sure some people would like to get a versus Suika game. Like an official one. Even if it was only for like, they would use it for like 5 hours. Nah, probably not 5 hours. Probably like 10 hours, but I think for some people it will definitely be worth it. I don't know, it's a game. But I could definitely see myself getting the DLC if I did. Because they've already, at this point, Suika Game has already made like, it's made its book. Like, it was a fun game. It got hyped around for a bit. Everybody was playing it. It was like the thing to be doing for streaming games. It had to stay in the sun. Alright, game, can we not be doing this at every 87 players? Why? Why? Is every player in the lobby sending lines to me? How is this happening? I don't even have that good of pieces to do anything. What am I supposed to do with 2 greens and a red game? Huh? What am I supposed to do? Go over there, please. What was I supposed to do there? Goodbye, the plot twist of the century. I'm Alex 1. Nah, I think that's kind of expected at this point. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Was there anything else in the direct that I'm missing? I don't think so. They had some games to Switch Online, but I haven't gotten into Switch on or the Switch Online games yet. What's a really out there Pokemon prediction I can make? Even more out there than Pokemon Stadium. Alright, game, I know I messed up, but you wanted to fight. This is all your fault. I'm not even gonna treat this one seriously. Alright, I'm treating it seriously, even though I know it wants me dead, but like... If only that was on attackers, because that would have been great. Alright, nothing makes you feel more alive than the entire lobby attacking you at 90 players. Something I'm gonna throw that's really out there is Pokemon Conquest port coming to Nintendo Switch. Pokemon XD Gale Darkness port coming to Nintendo Switch. Yeah, both of those things. Any recognition of those properties from Nintendo during the Pokémon Presents. That would be pretty out there. Goodbye, Fire. Well, see ya, GG Plays. Thanks for coming out. Whatever account you were using. My team, I managed to make it to the middle and kill Zapdos while the other team was killing Zapdos. Good snipe. The Zapdos is always the key. Especially on the Zapdos map. Because, like, you can still win without getting Rayquaza. It's just a lot harder. And usually if your teammates aren't going for Rayquaza, they weren't doing the correct things in the game to begin with. But, like, you have to get Zapdos. Like, it's not even a competition. If you don't get Zapdos, you just lose. Unless the other team is just incredibly stupid. And has never played the game a day in their life before. Which is 90% of the Pokemon Unite player base, believe it or not. My source for that fact? Trust me, bro. What was the other thing I want? Oh, the main reason for me making this live stream was that I just wanted to trash on Epic Mickey 2, the Power Up 2. And I didn't really get to do that this live stream. And I guess I'll save it for the Epic Mickey playthrough. I got a lot to... I can make an entire sequelitis video on Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2. I can also make it for Scooby-Doo First Frights and Scooby-Doo Spooky Swamp. But that's another discussion for another day. Maybe if First Frights ever gets remastered on some game. I doubt it would, though, but maybe if that ever gets remastered, we'll play that on the channel, too. Because that was another one of my big childhood games, was playing Scooby-Doo First Frights on the Wii. I 100%ed that game twice. That's how much I like that game. And then Spooky Swamp went and ruined. Just ruined. Did not like Spooky Swamp. That's not where that was supposed to go. Well, I'm dead now. That was supposed to complete a bar, now I'm super dead. Well, at least if I put this here, I can complete a bar before I'm dead. It was a 1v5, and I was hitting with the Aqua Tail and the Water Pulse back to back. They started using Unites, but they didn't know anything about me. That I am the truly honored me. Won. It was Mewtwo, Tyranitar, Sylveon, Ninetales, Charizard. Those are quite some fierce opponents. It's also the main reason I don't really play Unite anymore. Just because it feels like all the players who are good at that game left. And started playing other things. And now the only people who play it are the ones that are, like, really dedicated to the grind of just playing a Pokemon League of Legends game. Or people who just use the game as, like, let me run around as a Pokemon for 10 minutes. You know what wouldn't be a weird thing at the Pokémon Presents? Is that they make a game where you can just run around as any random Pokemon for 10 minutes. Because Pokemon Unite has already shown that there is quite a market for that type of game. We're on 95. Why is this happening to me on 95 players? There. That goes here. Oh, how do I get out of this? Oh, this would have been so good if that was a blue. Now I have a blue. I'm blue and I'm feeling alright. Just put that there. No, that's such a bad move. I almost threw that down slot because I thought that I had to, but that would have been terrible. I'm still. Why? Why did that place? Game killed me anyways. There's no shot I could have put down 2 pieces fast enough for that. I thought I was cooking. I thought it was him. I also thought I was him before this Tetris live stream, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do great playing Tetris and talking about the Direct and Pokemon Presents. And at least I've talked about the Pokemon Presents and the Direct. I've achieved one of my goals. No, that wasn't supposed to place there. Ah, well. I don't even have an excuse for that one. I wasn't even talking. I was trying to concentrate. Concentration just didn't work. Oh, phooey. I don't think there's anything I could have done with that. Not at this point. I'm too tired now. And then what? I'm on the edge of my seat for this update. Oh, it auto-placed that one. It auto-placed it. No, can we just please be not in the red for, like, you know, The Incredibles, when Mr. Incredible opens the movie, he's like, I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it nice and clean for, like, 5 minutes? That's me right now. And then I use domain expansion Belly Bash. What does Belly Bash do? This is also something that I thought about a little bit in my spare time, and I might make a video on at one point. But I think the Gen 10 mechanic has a very high likelihood of being something kind of similar to domain expansion from Jujutsu Kaisen. Because let me explain it to you, okay? So, file size name, right? Mega, Giga, Terra have been the primary names of mechanics for a while now. So the next one to come down the line would be Penta. And what does Penta sound like? It kind of sounds like a pen. As in, like, a place where you would store animals. So what if the Gen 10 mechanic is that you could have, like, a Jujutsu Kai... Screw everything here. I'm under so much fire. That you could have, like, a domain expansion that you release once per battle that changes the battlefield to be more specific to each Pokemon. So, like, if you were using a ghost type, it would become like a haunted house. Or if you were using a fire type, you get a volcano. Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes, I think it's going to be similar. Because a lot of the mechanics are very similar to things that happen in anime that are considered power-ups. Like, Gigantamaxing is like Titan mode from Attack on Titan. Mega Evolution is like going Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. Z moves are just every anime final attack ever. Terrestrialization is kind of its own thing. To, like, change types or change affinities, but that's been done before in anime. But I think it would make sense, looking at anime abilities, that Jujutsu Kaisen's domain expansion having, like, an in-game battle effect. I think a mechanic like that makes a lot of sense. Maybe not for the next one, but I don't know what the next mechanic would be if it's not something like that. Maybe Fusion. Fusion would be an interesting mechanic. Now that we have specifically limited Pokedexes, they don't have to come up with fusions for every Pokemon. Just only the ones that they put specifically in the Pokedex. And probably even, like, final evolutions. Oh, why did I do that? I very obviously needed to put the blue here. But the way... We're gonna call it Penfield or something. Pentafielding. Pentafielding. What pentafielding does is that once per battle, you can have a Pokemon set up a specific kind of terrain that benefits one of its types. And then some Pokemon can have specific terrains. Like Chansey could have a Pokemon Center. Porygon could just be like the internet. The fossil Pokemon could use like an ancient sort of field from back when they were alive. And they could all have like differing effects specific for each Pokemon. I think that would be interesting. Fire type domain expansion. Coffin of the Iron Mountain. Is that the domain expansion of the guy who has the volcano on his head? I've only seen season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and even then, I fell asleep, like, while all the kids were fighting each other, and then I woke up and they were playing baseball, and I was like, oh, I missed some stuff. Anyways, I'm just gonna watch it until the end and find out what happens. So I might have missed some stuff in between them trying to kill each other and then them playing baseball. Admittedly. I think I'll need to rewatch Jujutsu Kaisen whenever it finishes. I don't have any real interest in watching Season 2 right now, even though Crunchyroll keeps trying to break my bones in order to get me to watch it. Seen that ad so many times, where the building explodes and then the guy turns into the ball, and he's like, Gojo, are you alright? And he's like, yeah, you think we're gonna have to pay for this one? And then the music goes, bah, 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 and he starts running and he jumps out of the building and then throws the knives into the window and then the window explodes. Would the fields interfere with the normal Pokemon battlefields? Hard to say. Because, like, yeah, grassy terrain and stuff already exist, but I think it would be its own separate thing. Like, you could have a grassy terrain inside of a haunted house and have it still make sense, but I think some terrains, like a volcano terrain, would specifically overwrite, like, grassy field, but still allow there to be, like, psychic and electric field. Like, it might simply be an aspect of some of the pens that there can't be a terrain set up inside of them. But other ones might just be like, you can use it in combination with this. Like, it's not a, it's not like in Pokemon Reborn, where you, like, bring in a Pokemon that sets up grassy terrain, and then all of a sudden, the space around you has now just become grassy terrain. Or the ocean around you has now just become grassy terrain. Like, there wouldn't be that hard of a negation. At least if I was to design it like that. Because admittedly, the pen idea does just rip off Pokemon Reborn's mechanics of having a lot of fields. I just wouldn't make them as complicated as Pokemon Reborn makes them. Because the fields in Pokemon Reborn do a lot of things. And that would be a lot to keep up with as a new mechanic. But if they did, like, 2 or 3 very subtle things, then I think that's much more likely. Don't read the dark type one, that's a spoiler. Alright. Guess I won't then. This goes here, this goes here. It goes down there, solves a lot of my problems. What place are we? 29? I feel like this has been going on forever. I'm feeling very physically taxed right now from all those other earlier matches that were Garbo. What do I even do here? No, that's not... Oh, well, the game wanted me dead at this point anyways. Is the Crunchyroll thing of JJK you see with Gojo holding a girl, breaking the window and protecting her from the robbery trying to assassinate her? Yeah. I see that commercial all the time. It's like Crunchyroll's main thing right now is that they're heavily promoting the season 2 of... Well, maybe I haven't seen it in a few days, but... Didn't Crunchyroll also, like, double their subscription recently? What they cost? Because they got Funimation? Am I remembering that correctly? Alright, this might be the last game for today. No, that wasn't supposed to go there. We're gonna have another game after this. That was just a bad input. Okay, I fixed it. How did we get here so fast? There, here, here. Come on, game. That was pretty smart. You gotta admit. This is less smart. This is kind of drastic measures that I'm doing right here, but like, desperate times call for desperate measures. Why? Why? What did I do wrong? I'm literally just trying to survive out here. Why am I still in the red? What did I do to deserve this? There was nothing I could do there. There was just nothing I could do. I'm gonna check the JJK Season 3 trailer, be right back. Well, how did it go? Did you manage to find the trailer? That was like a decent game, but I'm gonna do it again. Why are we still here? JR Animations, it's just... Why are we still here? Just to suffer. That is the reason. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? What would be something really off the wall, like really even off the wall, for the Pokemon Company to announce? I'm talking like Pokemon Unite levels of announcement. Like, what's something... Ooh, a Pokemon Warriors game. That's gonna be my off-the-wall announcement. Game, why are we already here? This is unbelievable. I'm being targeted. I don't even. I just can't even right now. Call me odd because I just can't even right now. Okay, I got out of it. That was a character assassination if I've ever seen one right there. Thankfully it failed. Why do I have 2 red pieces? Nah. The game wanted me to get confident for just a second, didn't it? And now I'm gonna die. I don't got nothing I could do with these red pieces. Every night I can feel my leg. I can feel my leg too. Yep, still there. I have to do that to buy myself some more time because I'm running out of it. What? Like, the normal point of a game is that it's, like, beatable. No, I wish I didn't swap to this. I had a place to put the green. No, that wasn't supposed to go there. Well, now I'm dead. I don't know where the best place to put this is, but it's going there because it doesn't matter where it goes. Alright, that was 50th place. Probably about my average for this evening, which is not good. Not good at all. How about a Pokemon game where you start a hotel/daycare where you take care of Pokemon that trainers put in? That'd be pretty neat. I'd probably play that. so many things happening at the same time. I'm not sure what that is in reference to, but yeah, Tetris can be a little crazy when you're in the middle of it. It's even crazier if you're good at it, which I am not. Not even today. Not even close. But that's pretty much all my thoughts about the Direct or Presents, and in a week we'll see what happens in Pokemon Presents, because it'll set up the rest of the year. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll be live on that day at 9 in the morning, and we'll see how that goes. So thank you guys so much for